Our final module will discuss the important systems that you will need to familiarize yourself with as a new employee at NIH. Additionally, we will share important information about payroll as well as resources available to you as an NIH employee. In this section, we will go into detail on many of the important systems that you will need to access. Before we begin, I want to take a moment to remind you of the NIH New Employee Orientation Handbook. As seen on the screenshot above, this document can be found within the Orientation Resources section of this website. The handbook will supplement the content in the next few slides and provide direct links to the systems and resources that I'm about to mention. If you have not already, it is recommended that you bookmark the handbook as a resource for reference. The system that we use to track our time cards and leave at NIH is called ITAS, or the Integrated Time and Attendance System. Every IC and supervisor is different. Most of you will not need to sign in and sign out each day, but this is an option within ITAS, mainly used for individuals on a flexible schedule. Most of you will have a predetermined tour set up within ITAS indicating the number of hours you are expected to work each day along with your start and end time. Your administrative officer will set this up for you when you first start. It is important to have a conversation early with your supervisor to talk about your planned start and end times, as well as what time you plan to take your lunch break. Our time and pay schedule is set to a biweekly basis, so you'll need to log into the system at least once every 2 weeks. There is an NIH requirement that every employee reviews their time card and verifies that it is correct before the end of the pay period. This is also the system that you would use to request leave or telework. If you request leave, requests are moved forward to your leave approving official for review and approval. You will receive an email notification along the process. Make sure to meet with your timekeeper in your first week and see if they need anything from you to ensure you're entered into ITAS properly. Just a note, you will not get paid if you're not entered into ITAS. As a federal employee, you are paid every 2 weeks. Your first pay date from NIH will be 3 weeks. It is the Friday after the end of the pay period and will be every 2 weeks after that. If coming from another federal agency, you will receive one last paycheck on your regular pay day at that agency. It is important that you complete your direct deposit form in Onboarding Manager as soon as possible. Everything has to be in the system to ensure that you are paid. There are no physical paychecks. Your leave and earning statement. Your first 2 leave and earning statements are mailed to your address of record. It comes in a perforated envelope from the Defense Finance and Accounting System, or DFAS. After that, you will receive your leave and earning statement electronically, and we'll talk about how to get that set up by using the PIN provided by DFAS. You can set this up to send the leave and earning statements to your personal or NIH email address, and it will be sent on the Wednesday prior to a payday Thursday. This is an example of our payroll calendar from 2020, and it shows our paid dates, federal holidays, and end of pay period on the calendar squares, or payday circles, or federal holidays, and underlines indicate the end of the pay period. I would recommend pausing the video, search nih.gov at the top of the page under the search bar. You will see a link to the NIH Employee Intranet. On the left-hand side under Popular Links, look for Payroll Calendars. Download and save the PDF for the current year. It is recommended that you bookmark the NIH Employee Intranet for future use. As mentioned before, you must work 1 2-week pay period before you're paid. Basically, you'll get paid the 3rd Friday from the orientation date and then every 2 weeks thereafter. If you are transferring from another federal agency, you will still receive a final paycheck from that organization based upon their payroll timeline. As a reminder, federal holidays are identified as circles on this calendar. You're encouraged to take a moment to look for upcoming holidays to help you plan your schedule. HHS employees are paid by the Defense Finance Accounting Service. The system that we use to track our direct deposit information, retirement savings allocations, and more is called the Defense Finance and Accounting System, or DFAS. This is a screenshot of the MyPay system. Your MyPay account is established as soon as you're paid for the first time. As we mentioned in the last module, your first 2 leave and earning statements are mailed to your home address. Along with these notices, you will receive a letter with your temporary MyPay PIN or password. The system is available at any time, so you're encouraged to set up your account and password as soon as you receive the PIN in the mail. This temporary password is good for 45 days. If you try to set up your account after that time, you will need to request a new PIN, and that will take an additional week or more. Some of you may be transferring from another Optiv within HHS. If you are, your HHS DFAS/MyPay account will follow you to NIH, and no additional action is needed. If you are military and have a DFAS account, you will need to set up a new DFAS account for your work at NIH. This does mean that you could have 2 separate MyPay accounts, one for each of your 2 positions. In MyPay, you can change your federal and state withholding amounts, home address, and update your direct deposit information. Additionally, you can access your leave and earning statements directly in MyPay. This is also the system that you would use to start or change your retirement savings account. In the federal government, this is called the Thrift Savings Plan. It functions much like a 401k in the private sector and has multiple investment portfolios which you can select from. You are automatically enrolled to contribute 5% of your salary. You can also request a change in your health insurance, which is only available after a qualifying life event or during the federal open season in November. Qualifying life events are things like marriage, having a child, a change in your spouse's insurance or work status, and more. The NIH Benefits Office provides a live webinar every Tuesday and will discuss items like this in more detail. I've mentioned the leave and earning statement a few times in this presentation. This is a screenshot of what it'll look like. Take it very seriously. Make sure that you review it frequently. On your first leave and earning statement, please make sure that your name is correct, the spelling, and even the middle initial, your banking information, your social security number, your grade, your rate of pay, and your withholdings are all correct. Consequent leave and earning statements, check to make sure that your leave balances match what is ITAS as well as annual or sick leave usage. Take time to ensure that your deductions are also correct. If you're concerned that something is incorrect, please contact your administrative officer. The earlier that the issues are identified and corrected, the easier the process will be. If things like your banking information or leave is incorrect, this can have major impacts on you in the longer term. It is critical that you check this. At the same time, I don't want to alarm you. I've worked in the federal government for a long time and not had any issues with my leave or earning statement. The ITAS and DFAS systems tend to communicate well, but when people have issues, it tends to be a major effort to correct. As a new employee, you're in a good position to protect yourself now by actively reviewing this document. The Electronic Official Personnel Folder, or EOPF, is a system that is used to track your complete federal employment history. If you've been a federal employee anywhere else, the system will automatically transfer your record as soon as you're paid by NIH. As soon as the folder is set up in the system, you will receive an automated email with a link to your folder. This information will provide all of the necessary items that are needed to access your account. Whenever changes or new documents are added to your leave and earning statement, you will receive an automated email from the system. Once you're in the system, every document can be found here. Your official offer letter and SF-50 are often the first 2 documents available in your EOPF. Anytime that you receive a within grade increase, it will be included. Your entire government record will be saved here. There are a good number of mandatory trainings at NIH. Below these videos, you will see a section entitled Mandatory Trainings, which outline most urgent trainings applicable to all staff. The NIH Privacy Awareness and Security Awareness trainings are required to be completed before you receive a computer or have access to your NIH email account. Instructions on how to complete these trainings were provided before you onboarded, and the direct links are below this video on the web page. NIH prioritizes civility in our workplace. All employees are required to take the anti-harassment training, prevention of sexual harassment, and no fear trainings. These links are also available in the mandatory training section of the website. If you do not complete these trainings in the first 30 days of your employment, your access to email and your NIH account may be disabled. NIH also has an amazing training center, which offers a wide variety of developmental training for our staff. Please see the link at the top of the page to the NIH Training Center and speak with your supervisor about any potential developmental needs. Due to the wide variety of positions at NIH, different trainings are required depending on your role in the organization. The mandatory training inventory, which can be found in the link in the mandatory training section of this website, will walk you through identifying any additional trainings that are required in your position. These are trainings that are required for all staff, as well as trainings tailored to various roles such as patient care or supervisors. It is your responsibility to complete any mandatory trainings required by your position. In most cases, these trainings must be completed within 30 days of your start date. Many also have annual refresher trainings to ensure that our staff stay current and aware of the expectations of them as NIH employees. The HHS Learning Management System is the primary training tracking system used at NIH. The system allows you to register for on-site trainings available at the NIH, as well as offering many free trainings. As you complete your mandatory trainings and other trainings over your career, a transcript is created to make it easy to view what you've completed in the past. In addition to on-site trainings, HHS has a subscription to Skillsoft and Books 24/7, which can be offered or accessed through the LMS. Skillsoft's trainings portal offers over 3,000 business-type trainings that are available completely for free. Books 24/7 contains over 20,000 professional development books, audiobooks, and videos that are available to NIH employees free of charge. You're able to download the books and audiobooks and stream them from any device. Many of these free trainings are short and give you credit. If your position requires continuing education credits to maintain a certification, many of these courses may give CEUs, which can be applied to recertification needs. We use the HHS Learning Management System to track the majority of your training. There are a lot of resources available to you as a federal employee. I hope that everyone has already reviewed the resource website by now. The resource website is within the NIH New Employee Orientation website that was sent to you along with your final offer letter. If you haven't, please review the full list at your leisure. Many of these resources are also identified in the employee intranet at nih.gov. Both of these websites are designed to be a one-stop shop for available resources provided to federal employees. We will review a few today, but there are so many resources available that we do not have time to discuss each one separately. First, the occupational medical services. Any work-related or medical emergency should be reported to OMS, and you may be eligible for workers' compensation. Injuries that involve exposure to human or non-human primate body fluids should be treated as medical emergencies. OMS is available to help you regardless of the severity of your injury. Even minor bumps or sprains that may require medical attention can be brought to OMS. Their office is located in Building 10, Room 6C306, or you can contact them by phone at 301-496-4411. OMS also provides on-call emergency care. The on-call OMS healthcare provider can be contacted by calling the NIH page operator at 301-496-1211. OMS provides limited medical care for medical emergencies that occur on the NIH campus. We also have limited emergency services, which are available if you're experiencing an emergency of any type, police, fire, paramedic, for instance. For emergency medical care, call 111 in the clinical center or 911 anywhere else on the NIH campus, where you'll be directed to the NIH police. If you're in a leased building or located off-site, please dial 911 for any off-site emergency needs. The NIH Credit Union is the nation's largest credit union serving the biomedical community. It is a nonprofit financial institution that is only available to members. The NIH Credit Union promises to deliver affordable loans and banking solutions that save our members time and money. Membership is available to all federal employees and their family members. Once you are a member, you're always a member, so you can continue banking with them even after you retire. The Recreation and Welfare Association, or RNW, is a nationally awarded employee service and health promotion organization. You will see RNW stores on and off campus, and I strongly recommend that you stop in and see what they have to offer. They provide a variety of services such as NIH branded items, but also sponsor a number of events and coordinate a wide variety of interest groups that you can obtain discounts for things such as rent, fitness fees, wellness visits, and discount tickets to places like Busch Gardens, Six Flags, and Disney World. There are a lot of benefits in becoming a member. The NIH Office of the Ombudsman provides informational assistance to members of the NIH community in addressing office and lab work related issues. They are a neutral, independent, and confidential source. The Employee Assistance Program is staffed by professionals with licensure and certification in workplace wellness and behavioral health. EAP is a free service to all employees and their immediate family members. The EAP provides personalized consultation, short-term support, referral, and follow-up services to enhance personal and professional well-being. NIH has a good number of child care centers across our many locations, including 3 on the NIH campus alone. There are also supports in place for elder care and emergency backup care programs available to you if your regular plans change at the last minute. As we conclude this portion of the new employee orientation presentation, I wanted to say welcome one more time. We recognize that this is a recorded webinar and that you may have questions. Please see the bottom of this webpage for additional information on who to contact depending on what type of question you have. As mentioned previously, the NIH Benefits Office provides a live webinar every Tuesday. Specific information is available at the link below. Thank you and welcome to NIH.